like this video. You know why? Because it sounds like I just hit puberty because I've been screaming at my TV after the Browns found a way to make a win happen. And just like that, Cleveland is alive. We are not dead. Playoff hopes are still very much in play. So like this video if you love dubs. Welcome into the 7-6 Cleveland Browns report because the Browns are above 500 after knocking off their foes, the Ravens. Did it help that the Ravens played the backup quarterback for pretty much 3 quarters? Absolutely. But the record and the standings do not care. So welcome into the recap. Before we get into it, I've got to make a quick run right now because I got to go see my cardiologist. How do you let the Ravens nearly let Justin Tucker have the – a lot of people say, don't let Aaron Rodgers have the ball in his hands at the end of the game. Don't let Justin Tucker have the ball at his foot at the end of this game. The moment the broadcast said the Ravens haven't gotten an onside kick since 2001, I said, fuck you. Why would you do that? There's no doubt they're going to get it right now. But even with that, the defense held on. I don't know how you want to grade this defensive performance today because, sure, they let the game kind of slip away towards the end, but they buckled down when it mattered most. Denzel Ward, you're my guy. Thank you very much. Let's get into this recap. Check out the stats here. 24-22. You already know that. Lamar Jackson got injured in the second quarter. Ankle injury. JOK brought him down. Was a clean play if you missed it altogether. But don't know what his status is going forward. I'm going to say right now, I hope he's okay. You never want to see, you don't want to get free wins because of injuries. That's not what football is all about. But Mark Andrews, I'm going to make a quick rule right now for Mark Andrews. If you're playing the Ravens, Mark Andrews has to wear a flag. No longer tackling Mark Andrews. It's unfair. It's too difficult. He just goes too fast for his size. So Mark Andrews is playing flag football while the rest of us are playing tackle. Baker, 190 yards. He had like 140 at the half and then just fell off in the second half. We'll talk about him later on in more length. But first, with that win, let's check out the AFC playoff picture. This is a little bit accurate/inaccurate just because we don't know what the results of the Bengals-Chargers afternoon games are. We have to wait on those along with the Bills. All 3 of them at 7-5. A loss to the Chargers would put them at 7-6, but they have the tiebreaker over the Browns. The Bengals at 7-6. Have to wait and see. It all comes down to your record in your division. The head-to-head matchup does not matter until you played both games. So just because you beat them once doesn't mean you get to leapfrog them. You got to wait till both games are done. And then the Bills, they're going to have more AFC wins, I'd imagine, but I don't have it memorized. But there it is right now. Cleveland, 7-6. Listen. You pick one of those 3 teams right there, and you try and get a better record than them over the course of the next month, and you are in the playoffs. Plain and simple. But do you think the Browns will make the playoffs? Type your M's for make or your N's for no. I know my voice is cracky. It's been a long day here at the Chat Sports office, and I got a lot longer when I thought this game was wrapped up in the third quarter. But no. Not even to Lamar Jackson, just the Ravens team. Tyler Huntley. Who's this guy, this Utah quarterback who's nearly pulling off a miracle comeback? I'll make this the pinned comment. So if you can hit that YouTube ad break, scroll on down and reply for me. Do you clap it up for the defense? I struggle evaluating what you would want to grade this defense because they got off to such a great start, okay? Myles Garrett, he had a phenomenal forced fumble, sack, touchdown, the whole triple crown. But then at the end, you let Tyler Huntley put up 13 unanswered points, and then you have a onside kick recovery that goes to special teams. But still, I guess how about one clap? Ready? 3, 2, 1. That's all they get. You get one clap. Better than no claps, but you don't get 2 or 3 because you did let Tyler Huntley look like Lamar Jackson. Honestly, Huntley running around. I might even say his name Tyler. I think it's Huntley running around the back, getting across the line of scrimmage. He looked like Lamar Jackson, just like the way he cut and stuff. I mean, there was times I was like, is Lamar just wearing a different number? Are they trying to play some magic here, like schoolyard bullshit with what's that movie? I'm blanking on the movie. But anyway, with what's that movie? It's killing me right now. I got to get this movie
Longest
down.
Yard.
Longest Yard. God, I hate myself. I'm the movie guy here. But the Browns defense, back on track. Browns defense, 389 yards, 271 through the air. Lamar only played for a quarter. I don't know how great you feel about those numbers. They ran all over 118. You did your job on third down, though. 1 for 12. That was the biggest issue, was that the Ravens had the first down, like the first offensive play, and then after that, just 3 and outs, 3 and outs, 3 and outs. Takeaways, you got 2. You had the huge stop on fourth down at the end of the game. Denzel Ward makes a great tackle. Just nothing to be gained right there. Rashard Bateman, maybe he's the real deal, actually. First time I've seen him play good football for Baltimore all year long. But where you at? Grade the Browns' Week 14 performance, okay? Give me an A, B, C, D, or F. All options on the table. Because really, it could, I don't think you can give him an F, you won, but I could see if you're really frustrated, you could give him a D because that fourth quarter lackluster performance. But a win is a win. I'm going to give him like a B. I'm going to give him a B, a flat-out B. Would have been an A+ if they didn't nearly blow the game, but in the NFL, if you find a way to win, you have to be at least at a B, I would imagine. Before we get to the rest of today's video, we got this awesome hat going on, $24. It's 25% off right now at Fanatics. All you got to do is go to the link, chatsports.com/Browns hat. I'll have that link in the comments and the description of this video, so make sure to get this awesome hat right now. I am sorry for my voice. You can blame the Browns, you can blame me, okay, but I sound like an extra from a Scooby-Doo movie right now. So check out this awesome military hat right there. Get the camo Browns hat for a holiday season. Get it before Christmas right now. Chatsports.com/Browns hat. It's on sale. Myles Garrett. In my preview video, I pointed out something. I said, hey, Myles Garrett's pretty good, but he's yet to have a forced fumble this season. Why is that? He should change that. And he watched the video. I bet he watched it because he went out on Sunday today and for exactly that reason had a beautiful sack, forced fumble, scoop, and score. The whole 9 yards. He ran for more than 9 yards. So Myles Garrett, shout out to you, buddy. You're also the leading sack leader for a season in Browns history. You're closing in on the legend Matthews for another Browns record for all-time sacks, I think it was. But Myles Garrett, just dynamite like we all know he is. Troy Hill. I was going to throw him on here. Also, quick shout out, I forgot to put him in this, but Delpit, he had a phenomenal game, honestly. Phenomenal filling in for Ronnie Harrison to the point where I wonder, I don't know if Ronnie Harrison's going to get that job back because Delpit looked so good today, I thought. But Troy Hill, the reason why I'm including this video is just that he played 2 weeks ago in that first game with the Ravens. Oh, just a couple snaps. I think it was like 15 snaps. Kind of forgot about him, but I didn't even know he'd be returning this year. Just kind of came out of nowhere and was phenomenal today against Baltimore after that scary injury just a couple of weeks ago in New England. And he's back on the field today all over the place, sideline to sideline, making phenomenal plays, bringing the Ravens down behind the line of scrimmage. So shout out to you, Troy Hill, for getting back on the field after what was a very scary injury against the Patriots not even a month ago. Guys, make sure you subscribe right now for one reason and one reason only. The more subscriptions we get, the better my voice will get, hopefully. So hit that big red button, help my throat box out, my voice box out. Let's get the decibels back up here on the Browns Report. We're giving you recaps all year long right after the game ends. Baker Mayfield. I don't really know how to evaluate because this has been the thing with Baker. He does this Jekyll and Hyde where he's always proving both camps right. In the first half, he proved the team Baker correct, that he's the guy. He is the franchise quarterback. And then there's that bad pick looking for Landry, and then just incompletion after incompletion in the second half where he proves the naysayers right. Can you have one game where he just proves the believe Baker team right? Because if that team wins, we all win. But Baker, I guess altogether, not a bad day. He found a way to get to a win, hooked up with Hooper for a nice touchdown. And then they got to this guy a bunch, Donovan Peoples-Jones. Here's the thing with DPJ. He was the training camp MVP, if you remember back when it was warm outside. And with OBJ gone, he is the clear wide receiver, too. He's kind of taking over from Rashard Higgins. Schwartz still dealing with that concussion. So it's Landry, who, by the way, shout out to Jarvis Landry, got his first touchdown, nearly a full year since his last touchdown of the season today. But 5 receptions for nearly 100 yards. Loved what I saw out of Peoples-Jones. I just want to see this not to be a one-off thing. I don't want the Browns to feel the need to have to go draft a wide receiver like twice in the upcoming draft, not to replace only OBJ, but also to get a new wide receiver 3 if they don't think DPJ is working out. So Peoples-Jones, keep doing what you're doing, man. We really want to see him succeed as a Brownie. Nick Chubb kind of slowed down a little bit lately. I'm not going to read too much into this, but this is 2 games in a row now where it's just, what happened, Nick Chubb? 17 carries for 59 yards, 3.5 average. That one long 15-yard first down run he had in the first half, but aside from that, just a kind of a quiet day for Nick Chubb. I guess they didn't really need it. They got some good spurts from Dearness Johnson and also Kareem Hunt. His injury status, I think, is optimistic for next week. It sounds like Stefanski pulled him out of conservatism, just didn't feel the need to push his luck and put Hunt back out there, so nothing to be too concerned about. Speaking about back out there, here's the upcoming final 4 games. Wow, that sucks to say. We're down to 4 more games, but Raiders this Saturday. The Raiders, I have been beating this drum all season long, are bad at American football, okay? If, let's say, I don't know, the Philippines made a football team, they would do better than the Raiders, in my opinion. So the Raiders on Saturday has to be a win. Has to be a win. Then you got the Packers on the road. That's not going to be fun. On Christmas Day, I'm sure Aaron Rodgers will look forward to seeing his family that day. Never mind. And then Week 17, Steelers, Monday night. The Steelers, like the Raiders, bad at football, have to beat Pittsburgh. It was inexcusable to lose at home the first time. Turn it around. Send Big Ben with a bad taste out of his mouth, wrapping up his career in Cleveland, or against Cleveland, I should say. Because, sure, he's had his fair share of dominance against the Browns, but let the last one go in the Browns' direction. Then Week 18, I think that Bengals game might be for a playoff spot. Cincinnati right now, going back and forth with the 49ers as we film this, but that game could be win or go home. You get Cincinnati at home. We all remember how the first time went. So I think with that being said, 3-1, you got a pretty good shot at making the playoffs. I don't know if 10 wins will get you in. 10-7 may not do it this year. Plenty of times we've seen 10-6 not be enough in the NFL. Last year, the Dolphins went 10-6 in the AFC, and they missed the playoffs altogether. But let's hope that 3-1, 10-7, you are in. To wrap up the video, one final question. How great did it feel to beat the Ravens? You got a scale of 9 to 10. You can't be lower than a 9, because anytime you beat Baltimore, it's a good day in Cleveland. Personally, I'm at a 12, not at 11, but not quite as a 13. I was at a 13, but I went down to a 12 after that shitty fourth quarter. But still, we're at a 12. We're keeping our playoff hopes alive, and we are not crying in Cleveland.